breathing practice. And we'll get into hips and shoulders because I feel like sometimes when we wake up, we're going straight into work, we're going straight to the desk. So that's probably something that we can kind of shift into. For your seat, elevating the hips is always fun. It's always, always needed. But we're going to take our jackets off and draw our shoulders back and down. When we place our hands down, whether it's the thighs, knees, or the ground, just a big sigh out through the mouth. Inhale to rise to the crown of the head. And exhale to sink into the earth. Lovely. Deep breath in. And let the sigh out. Soften the spaces between the eyebrows. And as that space softens, see if you can allow it to shift towards the cheeks. And from the cheeks to the chin, and from the chin to the throat. From the throat, let it spread out through the collarbones all the way to the shoulders, and it might even feel like the shoulder blades are shifting back down. Don't be afraid to create some, again, sinking, softening feeling through the spine and the belly. Let it go right to the fingertips, so releasing the tension out of the fingertips. Tension out of the hips, the knees, and finally all the way to the feet. Deep breath in to expand, pressing out to the edges. And then as you exhale, create that softening from eyebrows all the way to the feet. Turning the palms up, reach up. Palms are almost going to face away from you and then face towards one another. As they face towards one another, reach up a little bit more through the spine, press the palms forward. Exhale, hands come down. As those hands are coming down, we start to turn. Pinkies in, palms up, lift up, shift back. Palms towards one another, and palms facing down. Keep your breath moving, and just imagine you're painting a wall. So inhale, we lift. Turning the brush, and painting down. Painted breath through the body. Inhale. To that exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand stays onto the knee. Left arm reaches out to the side, up and over, slow bend. And let this bend be right, nice and short. So we want to keep rooted here through the hips rather than trying to make our way over to that right side, chest pointing forward. Gaze here at the thumb. Nice and slow, that left hand tense to the ground. Right arm reaches up. Now deepen the bend. Press the hip away from the fingertips. Keep the chest open. Take a bend into that right elbow. Fingertips to the shoulder, middle of the back, wherever you feel comfortable. Gently extend the arm. Bring the arms, the hands out to the sides. Turn the thumbs back. Reach forward, round through the upper back, chin towards the chest, chin towards the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up in that painted breath. Exhale. Turning the left palm up. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, that short side bend, rooting here through the hips. See if we can roll the shoulder back and down. Gazing up the thumb. Nice and slow. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right side, fingertips to the ground. Left side, extend the arm. Opening the chest. Reach up and over, planting into the hips. And it's okay to wiggle those fingers. They're probably feeling restless. It's okay to move the wrist. You're not bound here to stillness unless you want to stick to stillness. Bend into that elbow, fingertips to the space that it connects to. And gentle, slowly reach. Open up, thumbs draw back. Lift the chest. Sweep the arms forward, exhale, round. Inhale, painting up. Exhale, painting down. Draw the shoulders back. And then bring the shoulders forward, chin in. Drawing them back. And bringing the chin in. Sitting up tall, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the hip, press into the hand, lift and open the chest. Come back to center, both hands on the knees, sweep up and inhale. Exhale, draw it down. And again, we're going to take that right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the hip, lift through the crown of the head, gently with your twist as you exhale, belly button in towards the spine. Still with that softening through the belly. Gently come back to center. And remember, as you come back to center, we're painting the breath upward and painting the breath downward. One more inhale and exhale. Open the arms nice and wide, palms facing back. Lean forward. As you turn the palms forward, lean back. Right arm underneath the left, bending at the elbows. And we're going to actually keep the arms open, lifting those elbows, lifting the chest here in our eagle. See if we can shrug the shoulder blades down. Start to shift over to the left side. Come forward to the right side and back. So take those circles. We're going to take 3 together. This is our second one. Inhaling as we lift. Exhaling as we curl. This is our last one. And as you come back to center, open up, elbows draw back, palms facing down. Lift the palms up. Extend out. Turn the palms away, hinge forward. Turn the palms forward, lean back. And again, we're going to do the opposite side. So if you had right under left, left under right, bending at that elbow, lift the elbows up, hands still separate. Find your gaze upward, in between the thumbs. Lovely, open up. Press up. And then we're going to bring it in. Shaking out here through the body, whether it's moving through the neck, through the spine. Taking your time here to come onto hands and knees in table. And again, making sure your blocks are on either side. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Let the shoulders drop and the spine become soft and heavy. Press into the arms, creating some space here for the chest. Exhale to drop the chest and the belly, and then a gentle press. Inhale to lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale to press the ground away, tops the feet into the mat, round through the upper back, gazing at the thighs. Inhaling here for our cat pose. Cow pose. One or the other. Y'all know it better than I do. Exhale, round through. Nice and slow. Heart to ground, belly to ground, gazing upward. And exhale, taking that round into the spine. A few here on your own. Getting a bit creative with the movement, whether we are shifting from side to side, whether we're moving in circles or figure eights, whether we want to bring the hands off the mat, feet off the mat. Take the time here just to explore some of the spaces that you're moving in. Once the next in-breath draws to the body, find stillness. Bumping the hips over towards the left side, back to center, and bumping the hips over to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Tuck the right toes, extend the left leg back and up. Low ribs in towards the belly. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the knee slightly into the chest. Open up to the left side. Send it up and back to extend that leg. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale, hip opens up to the side. And slowly extend on the exhale. One more, draw the knee in. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, lift that heel towards the ceiling and extend the leg. Left leg crosses over the right. We slowly press back through the heel, looking over that right shoulder, as if we're trying to connect the hip to the heel. Shoulder to hip. Breathe in. Okay. Grip into the fingertips. Gaze forward. Press into that back foot. Lift the left leg. Plant it to the outside of the left hand. We're going to move back and forth. So as we shift back, left leg extends and crosses. And we inhale and lift and open. So, few options here. Taking the blocks underneath the hands can be here on the first level or second level to elevate the ground, and maybe something underneath the knee. Press into the hands, lift that left leg, extend it back, push back to get into the calf, into the side of the body. Inhale to move forward and open the hip up. Lift the chest if that feels comfortable. Shift back. And come forward. Holding here in that lizard pose, press into the right hand, lift the left arm up for a twist. Left hand comes down to the ground. Lift the right knee off the mat. Hold steady here. Bring that right knee down. Left leg is going to lift and cross. If you have your block underneath your left hand, slide it back. Underneath your right hand, slide it back. Bend into the left knee so it's directly behind that right. Walk the hands back. Take the block underneath the hip and sit. Butt back, yeah, and sit. Block right underneath your hip. And say, there we go. So again, if the strap is close to you, you can grab the strap. Placing it into our right hand. We're going to bring that right arm up and bend at the elbow. Left hand opens to the side, reaching behind the back here for cow face pose. If being in this cross-legged space for the hips is kind of intense or feeling intense, move forward and sit just directly on the hips. Lift the chest here in cow face. And exhale. One more, inhale and lift. And exhale. Let go of that strap through the left hand. Right arm reaches up. We're going to take that strap from the right side, bring it over and toss it to the left side because we have to do the other side, so it's just best if we leave it here now. It's morning. Left hand onto the block, lean forward, right hand onto the ground. Squeeze into the body to lift. Right hand reaches for that block. Block comes forward. Right knee to the ground. Extend that left leg. Left hand comes forward. Left foot forward. Both hands up. Cactus into the arms. Pressing that big toe on the left foot. Inhale and lift. Exhale, seeping back, shifting back, half split. And it might feel a little bit weird because that half split is almost slightly open, depending. Use your blocks. Inhale, bend back into that left knee. Exhale, left knee in line with the right. Hips back towards the heels in child's pose. And if you'd like to add to your child's pose, use the blocks on the second level or third level. Place your elbows on top, palms together, and chest comes down here to open. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands can be back on the blocks. And we can walk those blocks forward. Bring the hips forward, squeezing into the legs. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Exhale, draw the hips back to child's pose, forehead to the mat. Inhale, come forward, back into that table. Right side, we extend the leg back and up. Nice and slow, that knee comes into the chest. Out to the side. Up and extend. Drawing that strength here. Knee comes in. Open the hip. Heel comes up. And extend the legs. So creating that half circle, knee in. Open up. And back. Let's take one more together. Maybe the ribs coming in towards the belly as the knee draws up and in. Out to the side. And back. Woo. Cross it over to that left side. Press back into the heel. Shoulder to hip. looking over that shoulder. Breathe into the side of the body and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. So y'all know we're coming into that lizard. Hands can be a little bit closer. As we press back, almost as if we were trying to create a spring, we move forward. That right foot comes in line with the hands. Lifting the chest this time. Create a bit of a deeper stretch. Sending it back. That left foot can be tucked or untucked. Good. Inhale. Open and forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Let's do one more together, drawing back. And coming forward. Left hand on the block, right arm reaches up, opening into that lizard twist. Press into the big toe of that right foot. As the right hand comes down, left knee lifts up, gaze ahead. Deep inhale and sigh. Left knee down, right leg swings back. This is where we bring those blocks. So bring that knee down if that feels comfortable, or walk the hands back. Left hand, left block underneath the hip. Any level you choose, grabbing the strap with the left hand. Pressing that arm up. It's kind of like party streamers. Bend into the elbow, no party, okay. That's fine, no party. No morning party, that's fine. Right arm reaches out. Sweep it behind the back. Lift the chest. Pull the strap with that right hand. So sometimes we forget that we constantly want to open up the hips because we're seated all the time, and we kind of forget that we almost need to build a little bit of strength and pull as we rotate the hips in. Same goes for when we lift that chest, giving ourselves some space to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Release that right arm. Left arm lifts up. You can just throw the strap forward. Left hand draws back, right arm forward. Shift and lift. Grab that block from out underneath because you're going to need both. Plant it in front. And we can slowly move into that table. From here, instead of coming into that lizard, tuck the toes, send the hips back and up. Downward dog. Hands can be on blocks, hands can be on the ground, pedal through the feet. Deep inhale, looking forward in between the blocks. Slowly shift here into plank. Lower the knees to the ground. Walk the hands forward. Turn the blocks out on an angle. Right hand to the outside. Left hand to the outside of the block. Almost in line with that angle that you've created. Bring the hips forward. Lower the chest down, shoulders on the blocks. Gaze at the mat. Release the toes. Once you're held here, supported here by the blocks, release the arms either out to the side, or beside the body. And take in your own space. So kind of focus on what might feel good. Is it digging the shoulders and shifting from side to side? Is it moving the blocks a little bit further away so the forehead can connect to the ground? Is it shifting through the hips or bringing the heels together? Explore this moment and your breath. Take your time. Deep breath in. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Slow breath out, hands underneath or behind the blocks. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest here for cobra. Squeeze through the back of the legs. Tuck the toes, send the hips back and up, downward dog. Find your gaze in between the hands, gentle, slow walk to the top, forward fold. And you can use the blocks here underneath. You can bring the strap a little bit closer as well. Let the crown of the head come down towards the mat by bending the knees. Inhale, roll up into standing, into mountain, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees, fold forward. Hands can plant onto the blocks as the right foot steps back. Bring the left hand or block to the inside of the foot. Unless you have a bench or a couch close, be very careful and very mindful of space. Press into the right hand, right block, lift the left arm up. Left hand comes down, reaching for the strap. Inhale, pull up, sweep the right arm up. As the left arm reaches up, right hand comes out to the side. We're going to turn it back. Same thing we did with the cow face pose. Bend at the left elbow. Right hand behind the back. Reaching for the strap as best as you can. Lift the chest. Right heel comes down. This is a wide warrior two. Pressing that left knee open towards the pinky toe. Inhale, lift that elbow. Take that side bend. Exhale, elbow comes down. Keep the chest open. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Let's lift up. Turning our gaze and our hips forward through that back leg. Left arm lifts up. Right hand comes out of the way. Both hands lift up towards the ceiling. Reach for the strap to that right side. Maybe wrapping it around once. Nice and slow, we hinge forward. Taking our time to shift towards the long edge of the mat. Right heel comes down, left toes come over. Hinge at the hips and fold. Shake the head, yes. And no. Squeezing the legs down into the mat and then together, roll up into a wide-legged stance. Reach the arms up, press the hips forward. Exhale to release the hips. Looking at your back foot, your right foot, we're going to turn it towards the back end of the mat. We're here in that warrior two, that wide warrior two. Left hand releases the strap and it's out to the side. Make sure that strap is behind the back. Bend into the elbow and reach for the left hand, or reach with the left hand. Gently open the chest by dipping away from that right leg. Elbow lifts up. And exhale, elbow comes forward. Chest stays open. Inhale, lifting up. Come only as far as you need. Good, and draw back. Keep the chest open towards that left side. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale back. Inhale as we open. Turning towards the right foot in that lizard. Lift the right arm up, release the left. As we swing that strap forward, left hand catches onto the strap, press it up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Sweep over to the long edge of the mat into that wide-legged stance and fold. This time, instead of lifting the chest all the way, we'll take it halfway. And hands can be on the ground, or we can apply more tension to the strap, press the hips back. Keep the arms in line with the ears. Bending in the knees as well is lovely too. Exhale, bring the strap down. Sweep towards that left foot. Plant the hands on the blocks. Step both feet back. Knees come down. Blocks turn onto the longest or tallest side, walking them back in line with the feet. Press the hips forward. Staying here in our inverted plank. Shoulders back. Deep breath in. And sigh out, hips to heels. Bring the blocks forward. Untuck the toes. Coming here into child's pose, but instead of using the blocks, we're going to clasp onto opposite elbows and bring the forehead down. We've done all the work. So you can move those blocks off to the side if you need to. You can stay still here if you need to. Inhale, press the chest up. Exhale, lifting here into a kneeling position, but that right hand sweeps back, left hand stays on the thigh. We take a gentle twist to one side. How are we doing? Okay. Inhale, back to center, reach both arms forward. Both hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. And as you nestle to the base of the skull, open through the elbows, lift through the rib cage. Exhale, chin to chest, elbows together. Inhale, open. Press the palms, still with that interlace towards the ceiling. Release the fingers and twist over to that left side. Chest stays open. Gaze where you want to, where you need to. Inhale, back to center, both arms forward. Take that interlace, lift the hips off the heels, press the hips forward, open through the chest. Exhale. Chin to chest, elbows in close. And you can move the head from side to side if that feels comfortable. Just taking notice of what's needed here. Release the fingers down to the ground, curling in, planting the hands to the ground. Draw the feet to one side, hips down towards the other. Bring the feet out in front of you. Windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Feet can be a little bit further apart. Gently bring those knees back up. Reach the feet out a bit further. One hand underneath whichever knee you choose, and then the other to complement. Draw that knee into the chest and roll down. Extend the other leg out in front. And gently switch to the other side. Other knee into the chest, and the other extends. Both knees into the chest. Press into the low back. Rock from side to side, elbow to elbow. You can lift the head up. You can find more of a rock with your gaze. Before coming back to center, pressing the knees slightly open, reaching for the inside of the feet. Soles of the feet reach up towards the ceiling as the knees drop towards the armpits in happy baby. And take what you need for your happy baby. Maybe it's some extensions. Maybe it's rocking from side to side. Maybe we're using our strap around the feet. Focus here on the spaces that have tension while still acknowledging the spaces where there's softness. Gently bring the knees back into the chest. Soles of the feet to the mat. And a gentle windshield wipe from side to side. Then begin to find a comfortable position. And if it's seated, it could be seated. If it's laying down, it could be laying down. Let's gently close our eyes and see if we can just take a sacred moment for self-discovery and alignment. Begin by taking a deep breath in, filling the air or filling your lungs with air. And exhale slowly out of the mouth, releasing a bit of tension. Allow your breath to become a rhythmic dance. Just a gentle ebb and flow. So again, like those strokes of a painter's brush. Inhaling and noticing the exhale come in right after. With each inhalation, just visualize a vibrant hue of color entering the body. Maybe a blue, maybe a green, maybe a purple. Feel the color really just infusing every space, bringing a sense of calm, but also a sense of presence. And as you exhale, picture your breath taking on a different shade, releasing a bit of stagnation. See it leaving your body as a soft, muted color, dissolving into the space around you. Allow the canvas to be clear, to make room for new experiences and new spaces. Gently turn your attention to this present moment, feeling the sensation of the breath as it moves into the body and out of the body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the subtle expansion and contraction of the body. And really what you're using is the brush of your own life, creating a space and masterpiece with each moment as you inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to the alignment of your body, imagining a golden thread extending from the crown of your head, gently pulling you upward, aligning the spine effortlessly. Feel the support of the space underneath you, grounding you and connecting you to that breath, to that thread. With each breath, imagine it painting over any knots or tightness, leaving harmony and serenity. Embracing the stillness within as you align your physical space, emotional space, and heart space. Envision the day ahead as a canvas waiting to be painted with purpose and intention. As you inhale, visualizing those colors of your breath, infusing with your being, with clarity, focus, and the energy that you want to put forward. And as you exhale, releasing doubt and allowing that canvas of your day to be painted with confidence and tranquility. Take a few more moments to be in this space, painting the breath and aligning yourself for the day. Let your shoulders rest. Let your chest and heart be open. Let the softness in between the eyebrows provide space again for that clarity, that harmony. Deep breath in together through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Inhale to open up through the body. And exhale to sigh out into your space. Begin to gently open your eyes, still carrying those colors. Wiggle the fingertips and toes. Shift through the body, whether it's pressing the head into the mat, shifting from side to side, or the back into the mat. Whether it's knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, rocking in circles or forward and back, find movement that mimics the colors that you need, the colors that you've seen. And slower than slow, start to lift up into a seated position, whether that's from the side, whether it's from the rock or the twist, whether it's from the stretch. Sitting up tall, hands on the knees, shoulders back and down, and a gentle roll through the torso, through the spine, in one direction and the other direction. Inhale, reach the arms up, and remember that in-breath, that painting brush. Exhale, palms together and thumbs to heartbeat, or the center of your canvas. I hope the rest of your day is kick-ass. Ashe.